Everything in this video was streamed live on the Mark YouTube channel, where we go live with a variety of content 3 to 4 times a week. Make sure to stop by and check it out if you can. It means a lot and helps support the channel so we can pump out more content. Link in the description. Part 34.
On Thanksgiving, 2010. After writing to Christian several strongly worded emails criticizing him, he wrote back, saying that he had a pleasant Thanksgiving, and that he disapproved of her way of telling the truth which hurt him, stating that she was exceeding his hurtful truth level. In response, Jackie sent a lengthy email rebutting his claims of not being egotistical and selfish, and complained about his negative opinions concerning socializing over the internet, when he made no effort in making friends in real life. You've just written a large email telling me that you basically want to forget about me, because email is inconvenient, and because I don't kiss your ass enough. Once again, sterling display of reciprocity you show there, Chris. Everyone is supposed to be nice and sympathetic to you, but you don't care what others think or feel or need. So anyway, if you want to go your whole life without having to face the truth about yourself, that's fine. Just accept that you won't be respected as an adult and that you won't be getting a girlfriend or sex, ever. After this sour exchange—
Hey, I gotta go. It's been fun. Been watching your Christian reactions for a few weeks. Congratulations on your recent graduation and have a good evening. Thank you, Karen. I appreciate you a ton. Thank you so much for being a part of the stream. It's fine. I'll see you.
Mark displayed racist tendencies last episode.
Alright, Jaden. You gave me $2. You gave me...
Hey Jackie. Well, currently, I'm not making much progress in making new friends, but I have been going out more. I'm still frozen and clammed up in mass public. And for your information, I said socializing on the internet was bad, not the whole internet in general. Yet while I do sometimes play on PS Home, a social gaming network, I still am frozen in that public setting with my avatar, and I mainly focus on the single player exploring and play. How are things with you and Lars? Stay safe and well. Christian. Jackie informed him that Lars was still in addiction counseling, but was doing well, and suggested that Chris should return to the social media site Facebook to socialize by joining a group, since it was apparently near impossible for trolls to bother him there.
Oh wow.
After this correspondence was another break in emails until Jackie wrote to him again on December 19th, asking about his current situation. After not getting a reply, she sent him 2 emails a couple of days later, sarcastically implying that she thought that he was too busy socializing to respond to her. She then sent him a link to the online dating website, We Waited, which catered to virgins who sought other virgins. The following day, Chris finally replied, stating that he still had trouble socializing in real life. In addition, he told her that his avatar on PlayStation Home was being followed by trolls. He added that for Christmas, he wished that both the Quickie and Encyclopedia Dramatica completely disappear so then he wouldn't be portrayed as a monster anymore.
That was his Christmas
of
wish.
2010
Hopefully Santa will accomplish it, guys.
Anything of note occurring. By the start of January 2011, organized trolling efforts had all ceased. However, trolls continued to observe and record Christian's video game spending and playing habits via his online gaming profiles, noting that he spent a considerable amount of time playing DC Universe Online and LittleBigPlanet too.
Scroll to 4725 to watch Mark say the N-word.
That's not real. That's not real. That's not real. If you scroll to 4725, I didn't say anything. Look, man. That's 4725. 4725. I didn't say anything. I didn't say bad word. I'm a good man.
In early February, Chris got a urinary tract infection, causing him many restless nights. During this time, he treated himself with antibiotics prescribed by his doctor while being forced to stay at home.
That is such an odd thing to be mentioning. Why do we learn? I wouldn't even say that to my closest friends, dude. The closest people that would know that is probably my mom. And now the entire internet knows. Everyone that is watched this documentary knows that yes, Chris got a urinary tract infection during this time. Part 34 of the documentary. What?
Chris continued to work on his LittleBigPlanet levels, which included a series of movie-like animation levels talking about his life and autism, for which he would provide a narration track. On February 9th, he completed his animation showcasing his collector's case system on LittleBigPlanet 2.
Hello, and welcome to the tutorial of the collector's case in LittleBigPlanet, originally created by Christian Weston Chandler. I'm your host, Sonichu, the electric hedgehog Pokemon. And today we are going to tour the collector's case, which was originally created in LittleBigPlanet and now being revamped in LittleBigPlanet 2.
Gino doesn't mention it, but at this point in the series, Chris and Barb are spooning. Wait, so what? What do you spooning? Barb insisted Chris sleep with her in spooning. Oh shit. Oh. Okay. I don't know why my stupid brain thought you were saying Rob and Barb were spooning, and in that point I was like, oh, that's fine. But then it connected the dots that Chris and Barb are spooning. Wow. It's crazy because there's so much foreshadowing in the documentary, you notice, right?
On February
Chris's life
13th,
feels like a bad
Christian
dream.
finished his 6-part so-called Autism tutorial, a selection of animation-based levels in LittleBigPlanet 2, in which he talks about autism and his personal experiences with the condition.
Hello, ladies
But
and
an
gentlemen.
autism
My name
tutorial.
is Christian Weston Chandler, alias Christopher.
An autism
and
tutorial.
I am autistic. I'm functionally autistic.
This video is genuinely pretty charming.
We will look into autism. Why it
At the
is,
start, at least.
possible causes, and treatments and cures, and how we autistics should be treated.
The test results are
Like
in.
social.
Let's print them out.
I don't like the theme of this stream so far. Read it, Mark. I don't. Look, I am white. I am white. I am a white man. I'm Hispanic. My name is Marcos Martinez. I am Hispanic, but I am white. I was born and raised in the United States. I cannot say these things, and I do not wish to be canceled. I will give my first actual dono ever to have you read it, Mark. That's not gonna happen, Cosmic. I mean, I'd appreciate the dono, but I'm not gonna, dude. I don't want to be. I'm not racist.
But facts also state
Our mistake, sir. There seems to have been an error. Let's try again. Results, Candice.
What's Candice, dude?
common symptoms of autism include and should be observed to notice little to no eye contact, malcommunication with delayed babbling, unusual gestures, low responsiveness. Try calling their name. In that young age,
At first,
they
then it
seldom
devolves into
respond
usual Chris
if
ramblings.
they have
Alright.
autism,
Alright.
as well as unsynced atypical vocal patterns. They also will have lack of intuition of other people, lack of attention to social stimuli, and little to no smiling.
He's gonna start mentioning the
The
trolls.
controversy at Manchester High School of Midlothian, Virginia, I really felt emotionally rich because I had a great number of friends. The closest and majority of were some sweet girls.
Hey, Chris. Hi, Tiff.
My circle of gal pals was the best asset and blessing anyone could ever ask for. They understood me, and I understood them. Those the best of times.
That is true. The friends that Bob paid for them. Does Chris know that? When does Chris find this out? Or is Chris aware of that and is just delusional? Not at this point, but when does he find out? So at this point, he learns about it in 2014. Ah, okay. So, but at this point, he has no idea. Like he didn't know about it. So he just thinks they were like just his friends in high school, and like he peaked in high school. He finds out before he did to his mom. Oh wow.
But after graduation, I realized that I was naive. on
He used the
subject
word
of
naive.
dating throughout high school. The mandatory sexual education class is good for after date number 3 and so, but how do we even get to date number 1? That's my question.
You're right. Yeah, this video was like originally pretty chill and actually like informative, but now it's just Chris being Chris. All right.
But after graduation in 2000 and moving back to Lane Ruckersville, it was all downhill for me. My adult years suck, and I'm soon to turn 29.
Peaked in high school.
I left
Peaked
my heart
in high
back.
school.
Back to social life. The autism increases my shyness, so I hardly have even the basic instinct to just say hello to anyone, or even open up so easily.
What
with
year is
trust.
this? I think it's 2010
Allow
or
me to
11.
make it perfectly clear about who I am, so that I am not misunderstood erroneously with the internet that's against me.
Bro, he looks he got the liquid Chris hair. Bro thinks he's the real Christian Weston Chandler.
I am kind, caring, empathetic,
Romantic.
emotional, a
Romantic.
good friend, a loyal friend, cautious and wary, trustworthy,
Romantic.
mostly honest.
Mostly honest.
I
okay.
do not like to lie. I would only lie to protect the other person's feelings of care.
Press
and
F to doubt.
I am not a monster.
Do not trust
I am a
anyone that says
caring,
I am not a
emotional,
monster.
Feeling, heterosexual human being, and I should be treated equally and respected as such.
This is.
At least I do have one friend who cares about me around here.
Oh, it's gonna be
Unfortunately,
Jackie.
she refuses to go beyond just
Yup.
friends,
Yup.
but I care
Yup.
about her
Yup.
just the same anyway.
You are so sad, Chris.
Because that's the kind of guy I am.
Chris's
Hey,
friend
Chris.
Mick shows up to inform him that she has a friend that she would like to introduce to him. The subtitles depict their conversation.
I have some friends to introduce you to. Follow me to El Coño. Really? That is awesome. Let's go.
In the next
Nanette.
part,
This is
Mick
Christian
introduces
Chandler, but
Christian
you may
to
call him
Nanette,
Chris.
who is described by him as a pretty woman.
Chris, this here is Nonette Seben. Hey, Nonette, you are a pretty woman, and I am happy to meet you. What? Well, I think you have a very good face, and I am delighted to meet you too.
Now, understand, this is what I'm talking about for us autistic people. We are too shy by default. But on earning our trust, or if we feel comfortable or like the other person on our individual instincts, we will open up.
I forgot this is an autism tutorial.
Let's look at a few other scenarios similar to opposite results. Obviously, most women, easy on my eyes, good-humored, sweet, pretty, black, white, Asian, Christian, Jewish, Buddhism. I have no care about skin color or religion.
You're
Whatever.
such a liar.
I will be kind to all of them, respectful and welcoming them, to have them in my circle of friends. Lesbians too. Just
Please don't
get
add
on my
sex
bad
to this
side here.
story. It's gonna happen.
Men, my own kind, on the other hand, I will feel most hesitant towards, because I have had fewer male friends in my life, and I have had mostly bad experiences around them.
Okay, Chris.
If the individual, however, offers a friendly gesture and does not make me angry or make me feel most uncomfortable or ill at ease, I will be willing to give him a chance and welcome him as a friend and nothing more.
This is why Chris doesn't have
Going
friends.
back to the mean
This is
people
literally why
on the
Chris like
internet,
never had like male friends.
in real life,
Like Chris has never had a fucking male friend, right? Other than like the troll that he thought was his friend, right? That he invited to his house. Other than that, like it's not really documented that he ever had a dude for a friend. Now this may be somewhat true for autistic people. Chris is just lazy. He doesn't think he should make the first move and thinks women should because that's what Barb did to Bob. It's because like Chris is very capable though. Like it's hard to even believe him as autistic. And I'm sorry. I'm not trying to like say anything wrong. I'm not trying to be like that he's not autistic. I just think like it like he's very high functioning. Like he understands right from wrong for the most part. It's just that he's been fed his delusions. Like he's never been told by people that he, I guess, trusts what not to do. Like his parents have always like handheld him, telling him like, yeah, Sonichu is great. Like you should keep doing that. or like, yeah, that girlfriend free girl thing, that love quest thing, keep doing it. It's all right. It'll happen. Magic Man is the guy. Yeah, that's the guy I was talking about, but he's a troll. He was a troll. I don't think he was a real friend though. He just kind of hung out with him. Magic Man was indeed a troll, yeah. But yeah, as I was saying, like Chris has the ability to understand. Chris knows like right from wrong. Chris has like some morals, I guess. Chris just hyperfixates on things, and the people that he trusts don't tell him that that's wrong. Like the people that are in his life that he would listen to don't tell him that is wrong. Like the rest of the world could tell him that it's wrong, but he could care less. Like if his pastoral counselor never tells him that it's wrong, he won't do shit. If his parents don't tell him that it's wrong, he won't do shit. His parents just continue feeding the delusion. His pastoral counselor continued saying like everyone's at wrong, not you. You're the victim. Like, that's just wrong. That's his life is just terrible. Just a telltale, like textbook of what shouldn't happen in your life. You're just pointing how no one in his life was even a parent or a proper guardian of him. Real. I mean, yeah, that's basically, and it's unfortunate. It's tragic. That is literally Chris Chan's life. That is the reason why Chris has this fucking documentary of himself, because he decided to go to the internet in search of some kind of validation. And when he found that validation, granted from trolls, he fell in love with it, I guess. Fell in love with the idea of being a celebrity online and posting so much like information, thinking like that's what you do as a celebrity. I mean, people know a lot about you, not knowing that would be used against him because he is a weird he is a very interesting individual. The only social interaction that Chris got was from the trolls, like past high school. Yeah, the trolls and his parents, which is not great.
Another thing about us autistic people, we do not like to be alone, quote unquote, 24/7. We need the emotional support of a true friend constantly and in person. Also, on another note, apparently government funding goes more towards physical health over mental health. The brain is a part of our body, and not just any part, the most vital part.
Wow.
Why do we treat the rest of our body parts, which essentially alone are brainless, better than our one actual central processing unit that is not brainless?
Wow, Chris, this is so
As
deep.
a part of the body, funds should be equally distributed or equally divided between
Cancer
both
is also a
physical
thing.
and mental health. So then the cures for mental illnesses, including autism, can be found.
What a brave statement.
The social phobias I can no longer tolerate. Which is why, unlike the autistic people who pitifully accept it as a forever lasting curse, I for one seek a cure. On the day, a resolution to
This is
reestablishing
huge.
all connections in our brains with thorough corpus callosum repair and such. I, Christian Weston Chandler, will be there among the first in line to take the life-changing autism cure I have desired for so long.
Never mind, it's my AirPod. It's fine, Brian.
To establish a quicker, more socially active mind.
This is huge.
A great sense of self-esteem.
Chris should be a public
A
speaker.
great sense of self-reliance. A great sense of self-confidence. Total independence. And freedom from the thorns of autism of any kind or sort.
This is great.
His autism tutorial was followed by a special bonus animation made in the same vein.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, because apparently you decided you wanted to watch this part after watching the autism tutorial, we have a special guest for you today. Please put your hands together for a reasonably facsimile of Mr. Hans Asperger. I'm your host, Christian Chandler, on this short talk show. And this is Mr. Hans Asperger. Now, let's talk about him for a bit. Now, apparently, Mr. Hans Asperger, from the Vienna University Hospital in 1930.
Even if he doesn't have autism, he would still be
how
a terrible
recent.
person. No, completely. Yeah.
You gave a lecture in Germany on autistic psychopaths.
This is
after
the worst, cringiest
investigating
part.
a
Oh
mild
boy.
form of autism. Isn't that right, Hans? Yeah. And also, apparently, this separate diagnosis, as it is quoted, was not recognized until 1981, only 1 year before I was born. Although coined from your name, Mr. Asperger, apparently a Mr. Leo Kenner took the study
Ja.
much further and established the term early infantile autism. Do you applaud Mr. Kenner for his work? Yeah, I see.
I see.
In my feeling alone, possibly mutual with others, the name Asperger, it strikes me badly, and I feel offended just by hearing the word. Do you feel I have the right to my own opinions and feelings as an individual person, Hans? Yeah. Thank you very much, good sir. Do you feel bad about having a name that sounds like a bad cut of cow meat? Yeah. Do you feel that I, Christian Weston Chandler, do not deserve...
I heard somewhere that one of the reasons why Chris dislikes the word Asperger's is due to the fact it sounds like the word ass, but I'm unsure if it's true or not, just sharing. I think the reason why he hates Asperger's is because, like, people think that it's like a form of autism, or people say that it is a form of autism, and Chris refuses that because he thinks autism is worse than Asperger's. For some reason, he gets some sort of pride of saying that, like, no, autism is worse than yours. You're better, so you should not even be in the same vein like of autism. You shouldn't even be on the same level or some shit. Like, it's such a weird reason why Chris just doesn't like Asperger's, because he sees it as like a competition between autism and Asperger's, which is just so odd, dude. They're gonna kiss.
Positive you really understand how I feel about you, Mr. Hans Asperger? Yeah. Yeah? Yeah? Yeah?
Gay conversion.
Yeah?
The tension,
Yeah?
dude. The tension is insane, dude.
Yeah?
The tension, bro.
I feel dislike towards you for selfishly putting your ill name in association with
Yeah, that's what it
autism.
is. That's what it is.
And with a name like Asperger, I feel it only makes us autistic kinds
The
sound
sexual
even
tension.
worse. Asperger's. You should have left it as it was.
Get a room.
Autism is autism. And in your research, you linked it up with psychopaths. I feel even more offended at that.
Oh
Now
boy.
get out of my sight. Yeah. I apologize if I came off
That is
as
such
bad
that is
to
such a bad
anybody.
joke.
Made them feel
That is
bad.
such a bad
But we
joke.
are
Why did you
acting
do that to my
today.
boy Asperger's
I
guy?
do get emotional and carried away.
Chris is into
Thank
the
you
weird
for
shit.
watching,
Bro
and
literally
have a
has the
good,
Liquid Chris
safe, and
hairstyle.
blessed day.
Christian genuinely thinks he looks like that.
On February 25th, Jackie sent Chris an email wishing him a happy birthday and inquiring how he was getting along. He sent her a reply a little over a month later, in which he revealed a revelation about his identity. Whereas a tomboy, who was a girl who possessed male features, fashion sense, and demeanor, Chris dubbed himself a Tomgirl, a man with girl-like sensibilities. Whether or not this reimagined look and sense of self were
that's just
entirely
called
of his
feminine.
own choosing and without troublesome influences is uncertain.
You laughed,
In a
Mark. Don't
nutshell,
deny it. That
I
was
have
not
grown
real.
my hair out
That never
and continuing
happened.
to let it grow. I've learned the best term to describe me. Tomgirl, close parentheses. Yes, I am a tomgirl, and I am damn proud of it. I have embraced and appreciated my feminine side. I am still totally heterosexual. Otherwise, I would be a full-blown you-know-what. I also have had my ears pierced with amethyst studs, my birthstone, recently. I've been more self-confident, and I have a sweet sachet walk, hair, and wing
Uh-oh, his
flirts,
transgender
and I'm
is
greeting
growing.
women
That's
left
not a
and
bad
right.
thing. Don't
Hello,
say it like that.
semicolon, close parentheses.
Classic Chris
Chris
is
then
coming
told
to an
her that
end.
his
Oh
mother was
goodness.
quite unsupportive of his tomgirl ways for the first few weeks, but then settled into
That's funny. That's funny. Pickle.
this new fact. Barbara became bothered again when Chris started putting on
It's
makeup,
Larry the
with
Cucumber,
her
but
fearing
like
that he
pickle.
was turning into a homosexual or a transvestite. He also remarked that she thought it made him look like
How
a
if he has le boob on his wall, how could he be becoming a bisexual, a homosexual? I mean, if he has boob on his wall,
prostitute.
how could that be possible?
Chris then told Jackie that the following month
I did
he
hear
was
about
planning
this.
to get himself a belly button piercing
This is so
and
scary.
a tattoo on his lower back, which
Bro-
he was planning
Bro is actually the Joker. Why so serious?
on April 30th. Chris discovered all of the tomgirl photos that he had shared with Jackie and his online gal pal Dana on the Quickie.
Great.
He wrote emails to both Dana and Jackie,
I am
doubting
so
their
horny
legitimacy
right now.
as true and honest friends. He announced that he would no longer share photos
My
with
life is
Jackie
nothing
until she
but a
earned his
comedy.
trust. Jackie responded angrily, upset that he would call her a liar when he himself had lied to her so many times. He clarified that the photos being made public was devastating to him because now trolls knew of his new appearance and worried that he might become a target of real-life trolling once again. 2 days later, he revealed that Barbara had gotten upset with him again because of his tomgirlish ways and feared that he might kill her. In her emotional rage, she threatened to kill him. After a short while, she called Chris downstairs and forcefully cut off 2 inches of his hair. In his shock, he called her a bitch, and upon realizing that that made him a son of a bitch, it hurt him even more. He gathered up clumps of his hair and fashioned a charm necklace out of it to promote faster hair regeneration. He also got himself a wig, which he wore out in public.
What a pic. That's
During
a wig?
this time, Christian continued.
That's a wig that's supposed to be... He got a wig that's like
also got himself
receding.
a wig.
Okay.
He confessed to his online gal pal that he was feeling uncomfortable using the men's bathroom
Why
while
so
dressed up in
serious?
his typical feminine garb, and asked her if it would be out of line for him to use the ladies' bathroom instead, stating that he would have no issue if a tomboy decided to use the facilities for men. While Chris's coming out as a tomgirl may have come as a shocking surprise to many observers, the signs were obvious to those who watched him the closest.
Yeah.
Many theorized that his curious case of homophobia was due to his own repressed desires, stifled by his conservative household. And for those who wished to delve deep into his past, Chris's future changes in identity should come as no surprise at all.
Real. Holy shit, his monologue about hugs, Barb always hugged him even when he didn't want it because he'd feel the love eventually. Now it makes sense as why he always touches girls. He thinks if he touches them enough, even if they don't want to, they will love him eventually. Oh wow. That is hashtag deep. I still can't believe how comfortable Chris is to just casually share personal information over the internet. Real as hell.